Okay, so today we're going to be doing some trigonometric identities. There's two main identities here, which is sine to the power of 2 theta plus cos to the power of 2 theta equals 1, and then tan equals sine over cos. So our steps would be our proof, left side equals right side, QED, and a smiley face. And that's just some of the things that we require when we're doing proofs. So let's begin. Now, I know it seems like there's a lot of information on this page, but this information will help you in trying to decide or trying to solve trigonometric identities. So I'm going to give you a moment to write all of it down. You can pause the video now and write it all down. Okay, let's begin. So we have sine theta tan theta equals secant theta minus cos theta. Okay, so left side equals right side. I'm just going to explain a bit here. Tan is sine over cos, and then we multiplied sine over 1 multiplied by sine over cos, and that leaves us with sine to the power of 2 theta over cos. We used this reciprocal identity here. Secant theta equals 1 over cos theta. And then we created common denominators. And then we are left with 1 minus cos to the power of 2 theta over cos. And using trigonometric identity 1, using this identity, and it's sine to the power of 2 theta over cos theta. Just that you know, sine 2 theta plus cos 2 theta equals 1. equals 1. So I'd write those down as well. So it's second meaning of sine. And I'd write those down as well. Moving on. So for this one, we're going to be using double angle identities. Okay, I'm just going to explain a bit here. Using the double angle identities, so sine 2 theta would be 2 sine theta cos theta, and then we used a double meaning for cos 2 theta, which was 2 cos to the power of 2 theta minus 1. And then we stroke out the ones because it's plus 1 and minus 1, so we stroked those out. And then we had 2, which was common, which we stroked it out. And then we stroke out the power of 2 and the cos on top. So the cos theta on top, and we stroke out the power of 2 on the bottom. And we are left with sine over cos, which is tan. Moving on. Trigonometric identities can be challenging, so it's you just need to practice with them, and I strongly recommend the Organic Chemistry Tutors video on trigonometric identities. It's really easy and really good to understand. So let's begin. Now, using the reciprocal trigonometric identities, we're going to do sine 2 theta. And it's just the reciprocal identity, but to the power of 2. And we have left side equals right side. Okay, moving on. Actually, I should explain a bit here. So I separated the numerator to create two fractions, and it's just the same as this one but separated. And then cosecant to the power of 2 theta cancels out on the top and the bottom, which would equal 1. And then using the reciprocal identity, but to the power of 2, we managed to get the same answer on both left and right side. Moving on. So for this one, you're going to be using the double angle formulas. No. We're going to be using, let me find what it's called. Compound angle formulas. We're going to be using compound angle formulas. And that's covered in the last video for this one. So for sine 2 pi equals 0, and for cos 2 pi it equals 1. And we're left with left side equals right side. Okay, let's begin. So sine theta secant theta equals tan theta. Okay, so there's our answer. We just used the reciprocal identity for this one, and then we multiplied it So sine times 1 equals sine, 1 times cos equals cos, sine over cos equals tan, and then tan is on the right side as well. Moving on. And we have common denominators. And we're left with left side equals right side. Okay, so tan equals sine over cos. We multiplied this and got sine to the power of 2 theta over cos. And then we had common denominators, so we put it together. And then we had 1 minus sine to the power of 2 over 1 minus sine to the power of 2 theta, which is cos to the power of 2 theta. And then I stroke out cos and I stroke out the 2, and we were left with cos theta. And that's left side equals right side. Last one. Okay. So we have brackets, 1 minus sine to the power of 2 theta, bracket again, 1 plus tan to the power of 2 theta, brackets, and it equals 1. Okay, so we have left side equals right side. Now time for me to explain. Using Trigonometric Identity 1, the one that you saw in the thumbnail, the double meaning of it, or the second version of it, 1 minus sine to the power of 2 theta just equals cos to the power of 2 theta. And then we have tan to the power of 2 theta is just sine over cos, but to the power of 2. And then we created common denominators with the 1. And then we got cos 2 theta plus sine 2 theta all over cos to the power of 2 theta. And then this was cos 2 over 1. Cos to the power of 2 theta over 1. And that's multiplied by cos 2 theta plus sine 2 theta over cos 2 theta. So it was common on the top and the bottom. So we stroke it out. And we were left with cos to the power of 2 theta plus sine to the power of 2 theta, which equals 1. And left side equals right side. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and have a lovely day.